Hello, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, welcome. So there's been some talk lately about how well women today are aging compared to years ago. And some of that does have to do with current hairstyles versus hairstyles back then. But products and technology have come a long way. We have access to things at home that we never did before. Products that can truly replenish things that we lose with age that were once really abundant when we were younger. I know I'm using and doing things now that I'm closer to 50 than I didn't even think about when I was in my 30s or even my early to mid 40s. So today I'm sharing 7 things that have become increasingly important to me in my skincare routine that really benefit me. I've seen some other creators do similar videos throughout the years, and I always just find them really interesting, so I thought I would give you my take on it. Now, when we're talking anti-aging, pro-aging, well-aging, whatever term we want to use, what I mean by that is taking the best possible care of your skin so that it just stays in its best shape as long as possible, which is aging gracefully. And that means something different to everyone. For some, it means a very basic skincare routine so that they look their age. For others, it means wanting to look a little bit younger, wanting to erase some fine lines, some dark spots, wanting to lift and plump. So whether you have a very basic routine or include actives, devices, injectables, or surgical procedures, it's all okay. Everyone's journey is their own. With that said, let's get into these 7 things that have been extremely beneficial for me. I don't get Botox, filler, or any in-office laser procedures or anything like that at this point in time. I'm not saying I never will, but I'm opting to use at-home facial devices to see how far they'll take me and for how long. I'm having a lot of fun testing out various ones and sharing any results I've seen or haven't seen with you. Very few impress me enough to actually stay in my beauty routine. I just shared some in very recent videos, so I'm not gonna also talk about them here. I will put those videos in cards in case you missed them, as well as in my description box and my top pinned comment, along with the products I'm sharing with you today. So you can catch those videos if you did miss them after this one is over, of course. But I am sharing this device because I owe you 90-day before and afters from using the new NIRA Pro laser. I shared that I was testing this out a couple of months ago when I gave updated before and afters with the NIRA Precision that I've been using well over a year around my eyes. I'm excited to partner with NIRA yet again to provide a discount code, share more details about this new NIRA Pro, my experience with it, and my before and afters. So we lose collagen as we age, and NIRA gives you that same non-fractional laser technology that dermatologists use to build that collagen, but at a lesser cost and without the harsh effects and the downtime. It's the largest and fastest at-home laser that's clinically proven to reduce fine lines and wrinkles on the full face, neck, chest, and the backs of the hands. Now, my biggest hurdle with any at-home device is compliance. It's not going to work if I'm not going to use it, and that's one reason why the NIRA Precision works so well for me. It only took 2 minutes a day, and you didn't need any messy gel to wipe on or off. You also use the NIRA Pro on clean, dry skin. You just power it on and choose one of 5 comfort levels. Now, with the NIRA Precision, my comfort level was 3. When you press the button as the device was flat to your skin, you would feel kind of a zap. The NIRA Pro fires automatically as it's pressed against your skin, and instead of a zap, you just feel a warmth without pain. And I find I can use the NIRA Pro on level 5 with no problem, and the tip is large enough to treat your entire face in roughly 3 minutes a day. So what happens as you feel that warmth is that the laser penetrates through the epidermis, the outer layer of skin, and is absorbed into the dermal layer where collagen and elastin cells are located, and it heats that layer up so that the body is triggered and stimulated to build more natural collagen, which reveals younger looking skin. My face and chest are my primary areas of concern where I've been using this device. Sometimes I go in a systematic pattern, sometimes I use it only on areas of concern. You want to be sure and replenish moisture when you're done. NIRA has a really nice hyaluronic acid serum with a nice texture that's great for that. Now, I took these before and after photos, and for front of the same window at the same time of day. I didn't quite get the positions right, but you get the gist. I was really surprised at the differences I saw because I still see these imperfections when I look in the mirror every day. I mean, I'm not getting any younger. I'm not going to have the same skin that I had when I was 20, 30, even 40. I still see and focus on the dark spots, the nasolabial folds, my forehead wrinkles, all of those things. My skin actually looks bouncier. The skin around my eyes looks a little more taut. My dark spots look brighter, even though I notice them every day on a daily basis. But even when I just look in the mirror and compare that to my before photo, I notice that difference too. So to say I'm pleased is an understatement. We're talking about stimulating collagen, natural collagen that your body produces itself. So this is a technology that is going to work as long as the device itself is effective. And the NIRA Precision and the NIRA Pro are both devices that have been very effective for me. As with any device, you're not going to see results overnight, but you will see them with continued use. NIRA is a fixture in my skincare routine that wasn't even in my sights when I was in my 30s or even my early 40s. You can save 10% site-wide with my code stephbmarie10. And NIRA is so confident that you're going to see results that they offer a 90-day money-back guarantee. And I encourage you to take that 90-day challenge and give it a try if you are wanting to see some kind of change in the texture, tone, firmness of your skin. This is one of those very few devices that I will not be without. Peptides weren't on my radar in my 20s and 30s, even early 40s. I didn't really know exactly what they did. I just thought it was kind of a glorified serum. Now that I know that peptides, kind of similar to lasers but different, also stimulate collagen and elastin from within the body so that your skin looks more lifted and firm and bouncy and healthy. Peptides are a staple in my skincare routine. I just think anything that helps stimulate collagen so that you're rebuilding something that you've been losing is a good thing. So peptides work to repair and rebuild damaged cells to produce collagen and elastin. So I like to use some kind of a peptide serum in the morning and the evening before going in with thicker products. So I have 3 here that I've been kind of rotating that I enjoy. There are obviously more. I'll have these and maybe some others that I've used before in my description box and my top pinned comment if you're looking for some peptides to incorporate into your own routine. I recently shared the Depology Matrixyl 3000 Collagen Boosting Serum. Matrixyl 3000 is a great peptide source. Timeless makes a good one. I don't have it here with me, but they have a great one too. Medicate is a very reputable brand. I've shared them before. I actually have another Medicate product that I'm going to be sharing from a very important category here in a minute. Medicate Liquid Peptides. This is a 30% multi-peptide blend from them that's very, very nice. Texture is really important when we're talking about peptides. All of these sink into my skin really nicely. They also wear nicely under makeup if you are using them in the morning. And this is one that I've really been enjoying too from Glow Recipe. I've had great luck with a lot of their products. This is the pomegranate peptide firming serum. It has polypeptides, hyaluronic acid, and pomegranate seed oil. And pomegranate seed oil is used to soften, strengthen, and tighten your skin. So that's why they added that in there. And my sensitive skin with rosacea has done very well with all of these. Now, this isn't a separate product, but we're talking about stimulating collagen. I feel like I need to mention LED red light therapy. That's another very effective way of doing so, but I just talked about it in a recent video, so I don't want to reiterate that here, but I feel like it does need a small mention. I'm also going to somehow share with you how I'm alternating the devices that I use and my current skincare routine, so I'll be more detailed in that video too. But I did just want to give it a brief mention since we're talking about stimulating collagen from within the body. I just think it's so important. There's no point in having an effective skincare routine that focuses on anti-aging or preventing signs of aging if you don't wear sunscreen daily and reapply that sunscreen. You can quite literally undo everything that you just did, all the good things, in practically an instant. People often wonder why their dark spots won't budge even though they've been treating them for so long. Now, sometimes that does happen, but many times it's simply because of sunscreen. So if you haven't found a cosmetically elegant sunscreen to wear under makeup, a water-resistant, waterproof sunscreen, and a sunscreen to reapply with. And I'm also gonna throw in a bonus lip product with SPF in it. That's your homework. And I hate to say this, but those could all be separate products. The product I apply under makeup is not the same that I reapply with. It's also not the same product that I wear in the water or that I wear when I know I'm gonna have a really hot, sweaty day. So I prefer to touch up with a powder sunscreen because it's easy for me to brush on. It doesn't mess up my makeup underneath. Supergoop makes a good one. Color Science makes a good one. I'm gonna link a bunch of options in my description box and my top pinned comment because I will probably forget some options that I think are really nice. And it's going to be really overwhelming for me to mention some things. So I'll just mention a few options for you here. Coats, I think they carry it at Ulta, makes really nice waterproof sunscreens. They have a great matte option if you have oily skin as well as an option for dry skin. Elta MD has great options for all skin types that are both water resistant, waterproof, and they have some really wonderful options for wearing under makeup too. Paula's Choice has some wonderful sunscreens. Their super resistant light is a soft matte finish if you have oily skin, and they have a great option for dry skin too. Summer Fridays Shade Drops is an option I love under makeup. Innisfree has a sunscreen I love under makeup as well. This is a recent discovery from me. This is a K-Beauty brand. This is P Calm Water Barrier Sunscreen. Because I have combination skin that gets oily in my T-zone, both this and the Summer Fridays have added skincare benefits, and they work great for me as a moisturizer sunscreen combination product. And this is the way to go if you're wanting to really save some steps because it's a 3-in-1. This is the Bare Minerals Skin Longevity Phyto Vitamin C Brightening Moisturizer. It's a broad spectrum SPF 30 mineral sunscreen and moisturizer and vitamin C. This was the perfect product to move into vitamin C. Vitamin C is one of the most powerful antioxidants to protect our skin from free radical damage from the sun, which breaks down collagen and elastin that we've been talking about throughout this video. So to protect your skin fully, it's really great to have both sunscreen and vitamin C in your skincare routine. I like to apply my vitamin C in the morning with either a combination product like this one from Bare Minerals. Derma E also makes one. This is the Vitamin C Weightless Moisturizer. This has broad spectrum SPF 45 in the form of zinc oxide, or I'll use a serum of some sort. Now, a lot of people have issues with serums and texture. Sometimes they ball up under makeup, or they leave an oily, greasy residue, or they just don't agree with your skin. I have very sensitive skin with rosacea. Vitamin C has always been a tricky product for me. I pretty much know within a day if a vitamin C product doesn't work for me. It will flare up my rosacea almost immediately. So anything I have linked down below is one that's worked really well for me and that doesn't add any kind of extra layer or greasiness to my makeup, to my skin. Now, as far as serums, I have several that have worked really well for me. I'll have them linked down below so that you can read more about each one and decide which one might work for you. May Love is one I've had great luck with. Timeless makes a good one. Two that I've been really impressed with that have more of a light lotiony texture as opposed to your typical serum texture. This one from Glow Recipe, this is the Guava Vitamin C Dark Spot Serum. This has 5 forms of vitamin C, guava and tranexamic acid and ferulic acid in a stable formula, and I just find it to be very light and it feels good on my skin. I don't notice a scent with this at all, which is kind of weird, but it sinks right in. It works very well under makeup, and it has kind of a watery texture. It's not greasy at all. And then this one from Colleen Rothschild, this is the Vitamin C Brightening Serum. This is frequently sold out on her website. It's been a big hit since it was launched. It also has a light lotiony texture that sinks right in. So it has 15% stabilized vitamin C, THD ascorbate, and niacinamide. It also has superoxide dismutase and pomegranate extract and some other things. It's also got a really nice light texture. If you can even see that, it sinks right in, kind of like a very light moisturizer, and has a nice sweet scent, not that hot dog scent that you get sometimes with vitamin C. There was a time when I wasn't really sure if a retinoid type product was 100% necessary. I'm to a point where I really do, and I'll tell you why. So, whether it's retinol or retinal or prescription tretinoin, there is a form of it for pretty much every skin type, and it really does it all. It helps increase collagen production. I can't help but laugh now that I'm saying that because I've said it so much in this video. It helps with skin tone and texture. It increases cell turnover, exfoliation. It reduces the appearance of fine lines and wrinkles, unclogs pores, and gives your skin a brighter, fresher, more plump appearance. And it's clinically proven. There are so many different over-the-counter retinol products now. You have moisturizers with retinol in them that can kind of help you work your way up to just a solid retinol product that can then help you work your way up to a retinal product, which is the strongest type of product that you can use before working your way up to prescription tretinoin, which may be too strong for some people. Some people have very sensitive skin and just may never be able to use a prescription product. Now, I've used prescription tretinoin before, and it really was hard for me to find one that would work well for me. The last one that I was using, was it Curology, was working really, really well for me until the winter months came. And then my skin just couldn't tolerate it that well. It was just a little bit too sensitive for it. So I went back to a retinol product. But then Murad launched their retinal, and it was a little bit stronger, and I saw more results from it. It worked really great. And then I worked up to the Medicate 6th strength of their crystal retinal. So I'm now at their 10 strength and really enjoying it. So I'm glad that this option is there now, but basically there's something out there for everyone. But the benefits are so great with retinoic acid in general. I think it's worth trying to find something that might work for you. It's a product that stays in my nightly routine. Now, I think some people think Gua Sha is a gimmick or a fad or something like that. It is so much more than that and has become such a part of my regular routine, especially when I wake up puffy, which happens more now than it used to. So it not only helps alleviate that puffiness that would otherwise stay with me the entire day, but it also does help with lymphatic drainage. So if you get sinus infections, or if you have a cold, or if you're stressed, it can really help with that. But it also increases blood flow and circulation, and because of that, it gives hydration and a plump, radiant look to your face as it sculpts and lifts, and reduces inflammation to help circulation with muscle tissue and fascia. We hold a lot of tension in our face, and it helps soften that tension, and in the process reduce the look of fine lines, just soften those fine lines. I talk a lot about this little tool. I have an entire video on how I use it. It's a staple in my routine for many reasons, the reasons listed. I'm holding this one up, but I have several types that I use: stainless steel, stone, the options are endless. It's definitely something I didn't even think about a few years ago that now I can't imagine not doing. Eye creams. This is going to be the most controversial thing in this video. Experts can't even agree whether we need them, whether we don't. I personally think the formulations of today's eye creams are so nice and specifically formulated to penetrate the delicate under eye area so well, and to do specific things for the under eye area that face creams wouldn't really do, that it's worth having an eye cream. I don't really have face creams that depuff, you know, and I find as I get older, I want extra hydration in kind of a different way than I want on my face. Now, I want to also note that I've always used eye creams because my face is combination oily, whereas my under eyes are dry, and now I have texture and fine lines. So my moisturizer is just not going to work under my eyes. I'm not going to get what I need out of even a night cream for what I want under my eyes. That extra hydration and plumpness. And sometimes they put some extra things in there specifically for the under eye area. I think you get what I'm saying. So I'll just hold up a few regulars that I use. I have the Ordinary Multi-Peptide Eye Cream. We talked about peptides earlier. I really enjoy this quite a bit. There's another one in pretty much the same bottle from NIRA that I also really like. Once this is empty, I have that in backup ready to go. It's great for daytime for wearing under makeup and gives kind of a nice lift and some smoothness. Another great peptide option is from Depology, and this is kind of a fluffy whipped cream texture if you want a cream instead of a liquid, and they both still give you those peptides under your eyes. Now, a great brightening eye cream that has some nice ingredients in it is this illuminating tinted eye cream from Colleen Rothschild. It pumps out and has kind of a peachy tint to it, if you can see that, but it's sheer. So it's not a true corrector, but it does give some brightness and a little bit of hydration. You can see some illumination there. That's also another Colleen Rothschild product that's out of stock a lot. And then when my under eye area is irritated, which can happen sometimes, I really like the Skin Fix Barrier Plus Triple Lipid Collagen Eye Treatment. It always seems to be soothing to me. It just always feels really nice under my eyes. It's just a nice creamy texture for any time of day. I do have others I enjoy. I'll have those linked down below. I just shared some new products that I really loved and some that I didn't in a recent video. I'll have that linked here if you want to go check it out. I feel like I filmed forever. I hope this video isn't too long and that you found it enjoyable and helpful. If you did, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you're not already. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye.